What's going on, guys? YogiZilla here, and it is time to catch up. I have not been doing that much streaming other than podcast stuff and live shows, and it sucks. I hate it. I actually really want to stream, and honestly, I'm just gonna right now, just so you know, just before let's rewind a little bit. I'm simulcasting on both GeekYantics and my personal channel because we need to get content on both channels and catch up on both networks. Yeah, and create content, for my personal brand and for the GeekYantics network, and also because I've merged the usual Sunday vlog, my personal vlog, the Geektastic vlog, with the Gang Minute. So here we are. We're gonna cover um, both sides of the spectrum because um, Opie's messaging me right now. Right now, really, GeekyAntics Network, it's a conglomerate of different people, but it's in large part, it's a reflection of my dreams and visions and hopes and whatnot. So it makes sense, and I want to get more intimate with you guys, not in a weird, creepy way, but I feel it's time to explain some of the situations that some people may not be aware of. So, if you're new to Geeky Antics or to my channel, YogiZilla, same thing on Twitch and YouTube, by the way. You may not know that I'm a family man. We have a large family, and that comes with its own challenges. I work mainly from home. Um, Blue's laying down on my desk right now and being very distracting. And let me see if I can show you guys real quick, so you don't think I'm just like being goofy for no reason. Okay, what is he doing? He smells something. She's really purring hard right now. Let me see if I get the camera down real quick on her. She's see that? She's being a little silly. There you go. Future preview of Blue Cam. And speaking of Blue Cam, I know a lot of you have been donating and asking about that, and it's something that is on the priority list. But I'm gonna I'll be honest with you guys. There's just all this stuff. I'm being slammed. The reason I brought up the whole family thing is because it's demanding. I'm very committed to the network and creating content, whether it's video, written pieces, podcasts, whatever. And it's tough when you get constant interruption and demands of clients, demands of family. So I'm trying to get back to a schedule. What I'm probably gonna do is just one of these days, just say probably this week, just do like a long stream or at least several long sessions. Whether 3 to 4 hours or 8 hours. 8 hours consecutive is probably not gonna happen unless I take a lot of breaks, and it's gonna definitely be a lot of interruptions. It's just inevitable. Because I could light up a sign and put up different notices and let people know, hey, the tell family, all right, I'm gonna be busy for the next few hours. If you need something now, let me know before I'm, kind of busy doing my own thing, and it doesn't matter. But what I'm probably gonna do, honestly, is do some serious fundraising because things are really tight right now. Again, I'm opening up here for you guys so you know why I haven't been as involved on my channel and on GeekYantic stuff as of late. We're still making a lot of progress, and I'm still busy with this stuff, but not as much as I would like. And this is why. Like some people said, oh, I would like to see some pages redesigned or some areas redesigned, and that's great. This is all great feedback, but I can't get to it right now. And the reason being is because it's just the money's coming in, and you guys are donating. It's great, but it's not coming in nearly as fast as it needs to. And it's a little frustrating. And of course, I'm getting attacked by two crazy dogs. What are you guys doing in here? Seriously? What? Hold on one second, guys. The interruptions never stop. Always when I'm live. I got freaking invaded by two dogs at the same time. They're like, "Huh, is it time to eat yet?" I'm like, no. Still have a good hour and a half before they have to eat. Right, Blue? Blue's just chilling. She's got that look right now. But anyway, yeah. So I'm probably gonna do some streams, and I hate the fact that I haven't been able to stream as consistently as I wanted to. Like I skipped Retro Friday this past Friday. I try to do a dust off, on Saturdays, but that doesn't always work out. So I hate having to, come back and then say, hey, I'm gonna be doing fundraising streams. So, if you guys don't mind, spread the word. But I'm just kind of in that position right now because I need to do something that's quick. And people have already been donating while I'm not streaming. So I'm like, oh, maybe if I actually streamed, I could consistently generate that income. Because we just need a shot in the arm right now. I got domains that are up for renewal. Um, you know, other costs associated with the network, personal things. I mean, our car just, had some issues and it's gonna cost money. Vehicles are the biggest money pit. You know, I've been cutting back on all sorts of expensive habits, so there's nothing really left other than cigarettes, which I know are really bad for you. And people are like, no, you shouldn't do that, but we've cut back on that too, and I've been vaping, and it's not quite the same. People that never got into the habit don't understand that. But even that, like, we've cut down on so much, and it's still kind of a struggle. So, um, and again, I'm just being real with you guys, and I used to have a real hang up about asking for anything, asking for help. But I've learned that no one gets by on their own, and if the more stuff you hold inside, the harder you make it for yourself. There's gonna be people that are gonna troll you, but F it. And I'm a big fan of transparency. So this situation, this is why I haven't been streaming as much. You know, family's been visiting. I got my brother coming this week with his girlfriend. I'm gonna meet him for the first time because he travels and she travels, and she lives in Florida. He lives in New York, but they spend a lot of time traveling together, so it doesn't really matter. And I'm gonna finally get to meet her, so that's a big thing. So this week's gonna probably be another rough week, but what I'm gonna try to do is just just shoehorn the time in, like get at least a couple, 2 or 3 hour stream, and maybe do several dust offs, at least three dust offs this week, where I just play different games and kind of see what draws people in. And Obi wants to play some Dawn Gate, so I'll probably hop on with him, and he might be streaming right here on GeekyAntics channel. So, yeah, that's pretty much it on as far as the update on the situations going on the home front, and let me see what else. I'm trying to be reveal as much as possible and just be open with you guys. Those of you that have families that are in that parental role know it's tough. You know, but if you're a the streaming is not my number one thing. It's not my main focus. I look at it more as a network. It's part of the network strategy, and it's definitely one of the top priorities, but not number one. Family kind of shares the number one spot with other stuff. I hate to say that, but it's true. You kind of have to juggle them. Everybody says family first, but then sometimes it's like, well, yeah, but there's something you have to think about income, generating income, because without that, then you can't help your family. But then that does go hand in hand. So I'm ranting, I know, but so I do plan to catch up with the network stuff. So that's that. Um, I don't want you guys to think that I've been slacking or um lollygagging or whatever. We got a few viewers here right now. Chris, aren't you supposed to be at work right now? By the way, if you guys haven't listened yet, last Thursday was a big day because we did Gaming Death podcast slash Horseplay live crossover. So at 9 p.m. we went live on Gaming Death. Well, I joined Gaming Death, and we did a trivia show, the Gaming Death trivia power hour. And then at 11 we went live with Horseplay Live, like we usually do, right here on the GeekyAntics channel. Blue, you're being so cute. He's just stretching here on the desk. And we did a Twitch GeekyAntics style Twitch raid, and We got rated by a bunch of crazy people, some new people, good and bad. It was some trolls, but you take good with the bad. And the Gaming Death Crew, pretty much half of the Gaming Crew Death Crew joined us, Caleb and Chris, and it was fun. We talked about Dawn Gay, League of Legends, some big Hearthstone news, what we've been playing, stuff that's changing in the comic book universe. A lot of random stuff. We got into some discussion about everything. And Blue is attacking a pen on my desk. Okay, she's waking up already. Blue, you silly. So yeah. Oh, on top of and again, you guys that have large families can relate to this. On top of the unexpected expenses with the house and other things coming up, Blue, stop it. Ugh, see what you made me do, Blue. Crazy kitty. Top of that, our last electric bill was like freaking 400 smackers, and I'll be the first to say I'm making that kind of money where that doesn't hurt. I used to make that kind of money, but now I'm more of a starving artist. I'm enjoying what I do more, but it's rough, So that's kind of the trade-off. Do what you love, but it may not be as viable at first, and it's kind of that formulation period where you're growing and everything's going, developing, and you're kind of just bootstrapping and barely getting by. So, that's basically the situation, guys. I know I've been all over the place, and Blue's being very distracting right now. Hey, Blue, come over here. You obviously want attention. Say hi. Biting the crap out of me now. Don't be mean, kitty. Okay, fine. You're gonna be mean, kitty. You're gonna go down then. No? You're gonna be a nice kitty? Yeah. Okay. So anyway, I just wanted to say that I appreciate everything that everyone's been doing, contributing to the network. That's always great because it helps everyone out. And to me, on a personal level, that all your contributions that you've done, and you know who you are, it's helped out. Every little bit goes a long way. If you want to talk one-on-one, I could kind of ramble less and get to more specific, I could do that. Some things are just as transparent as I am. There's something that shouldn't be aired out. Some details I don't get into. Like I don't get into the names and ages of kids when I'm live because mainly because my better half is not comfortable with sharing that kind of stuff over social media. That's just one of her taboos. And also, it's just like people tend to sometimes use that stuff for bad purposes, and I don't care what people say about me, but then when you bring family into it, it's bad. But that's my situation. I'm kind of juggling all those different things, and I am committed. I'm super stoked to bring you guys some new content. Still working on getting the new podcasts out, the blog posts. We got so many articles queued up that are coming. And we still got tons of things we got to do with the website to make it more functional, easy to use, stylish, professional looking. But I want people to understand the premise of GeekyAntics is not to get tons of traffic and be super high production value and attract A-listers. That we're about being grassroots, focusing on the message. And yes, more quality over quantity, but we also want to get a lot of variety out at the same time. So there's a balance. Like we're not just gonna just produce garbage content. It's gonna be a certain level of quality standards. But I also feel like I'd rather listen to a show or watch a video or read an article when the message is great, it's unique, it's a fresh perspective, than say, hey, this is really well written or this has really great production value, but it's kind of formulaic. That's how I feel about it, and that's the kind of the core principles that I hope that everybody could get align themselves, align under, and get behind. But anywho, this has been long-winded enough. So let me just check the chat here. Make sure everything is good to go. Moobot makes things so much easier. Oh yeah, and last time I did speak about some of the trolls situation going on. And with trolls, sometimes addressing it makes it worse. But for those that are not part of the problem, thank you for keeping the discussion positive and constructive, and adding value to everything that we bring to you. Because it's a team effort, whether you're part of the team officially or you contribute part time, or you're just supporting us on the sidelines and the audience, whatever way you want to look at it. Everybody helps bring the vision to life, so that's important. But as far as the trolls, don't let them get to you. Sometimes it's best just to ignore them, because just acknowledging them feeds them and gives them something to go off of. I didn't want to mention that. And there's people probably listening to this and they're like, "Oh, look at you, just get a real job and blah blah blah." Well, I do real work too. And if real work, I still do consulting gigs where I fix computers, set up networks, and I do the marketing consulting. But I'm trying to move away from that because it takes me away from what I love to do, which is interacting with you guys and creating content that I really believe in, managing the network, streaming, and writing. So I love all the creative things, but of course those things are harder to generate revenue from, and stuff's coming in, sponsorships and donations and everything, but not fast enough. And so if you want to help, all this to say, if you want to help, we do have a donate page up, and the different banners and other things there. All those little things, those calls to action, or action calls if you prefer. All those little things you can do there to click on help out. Especially the little thing for me, on a personal level, there's a tracker that shows my goal for upgrading my computer and overall setup. I think I set the goal to 1500. I could do a lot with even less than that, but if you donate through that, it still goes to PayPal, but then it says tracking it, and the bar moves up. So that's one way you could help out, because obviously I'm bootstrapping most of this. There's people that have been helping out with some of the costs, like Stan, Farina, and Andy, aka Spethyzilla. You don't have to help that way, but that helps out too. So that's how you can help me out on a personal level and also the network. So thank you to everyone that's been doing that and taking the initiative on that, and every little bit helps. So don't think oh, it's just I only need to do $5, $5, but think about it. 50 people did $5, $250 right there. So do that, and if you can't do it yourself, tell some friends, let them know what we're doing. If you look at the about gang page, I hope that it does paints a good picture of what we're trying to do, why it's so important, because it's hard for people to get noticed, to build momentum, gain traction with the things they're doing. But if we unite together and cross promote and collaborate, we can do big things together. We're not even where we need to be as a network, but we've helped people individually grow their audience and do more with the content. So that's exciting. I mean, we already are at over 4,000 likes on Facebook. Is kind of a big deal. We've been on the top 15 on allgames.com with Horseplay Live, and we got tons of email subscribers and RSS subscribers, and everything's coming together thanks to you guys. And those things count as contributions too. Of course, unfortunately, money is evil, and there's no way to ignore that. There's no way getting around that. You have to kind of do it. But anyway, this has been the Gang Minute / the Geektastic vlog, simulcasted on both my channel on Twitch, YogiZilla, and on GeekyAntics. And I am signing off. And by the way, if you don't know who I am, I'm YogiZilla, at YogiZilla on Twitter, or at GeekyAntics. Our voicemail hotline, 206-415-4987. I'm going to, for those outside of the financial stuff and what we're up to and what my plans are, I also want to say this is a question for you guys. If you're a parent out there and you happen to stream, or you do gaming, or you do gaming journalism, how do you juggle everything around? I'd like to hear from you parents out there, because I'd also like to kind of get some content out there that's geared towards gaming fathers, gaming mothers, gaming households, and how they kind of work into their lifestyle. Not just video games, board games too. How do you juggle that? But especially particularly for the streamers, because streaming, being the discipline to stream alone, if you're single, don't really have that dependency, it's tough. But then if you're married or you have someone you cohabitate with, or you have kids, it gets very interesting. But I'd like to hear your perspective. That's what I'm signing off with. This is Yogizilla, and I'm out. Peace.